You might think, me? On YouTube? I wouldn't even know where to start. I've been there. I'm only here. I'm here because what if your 40s wasn't the end of your story, but the beginning? The beginning of one that's richer, deeper and more powerful than anything that you could have imagined. And what if starting a YouTube channel is the key to stepping into your power? The truth about being 40. Here's something that no one tells you about life in your 40s. It's actually a cheat code. Sure, the world loves to praise youth, but what youth doesn't have is perspective. You've been through life. You've endured heartbreak, failure, reinvention. You faced days when it felt like everything had crumbled and you had no choice but to build from the ground up. Now that's your edge. At 40, you don't need to pretend that you have it all together. You have it all figured out. No, you've lived enough to realize that no one really does. But you do have something that people need, and that's wisdom. Because wisdom isn't about being perfect. It's about sharing the raw, the honest truths that only someone who's lived can truly understand, fully understand. And your story isn't just valid, it's valuable. So who's waiting for you? Picture her. She's sitting at her kitchen table, or in her office, or she's in her garden. Picture her. Wherever she is, she's got her coffee or her tea, which is going cold beside her, and her mind is buzzing with doubts. She's wondering if she'll ever feel like herself again. Maybe she's raising kids on her own. Maybe she's navigating a new chapter in her life that she didn't ask for. She's scrolling on YouTube, she's looking, she's searching for something. Not glossy perfection, not flashy trends, but for someone that's real and is able to speak their truth. So imagine if she stumbled upon your videos, on your channel, your words, your story. What would it mean for her to hear, hey, I've been where you are, and guess what? It's not over for you. You're still in the game. This isn't just about creating videos. This is about creating a bridge between your hard-earned lessons and someone else's hope. And your voice could be the lifeline that she didn't even know she was looking for. Why starting now is your superpower. You might think, me? On YouTube? I wouldn't even know where to start. I've been there. I'm only here. I'm here because I've been scrolling on YouTube for a long time, and it's taken me years to be where I am today. But thank God I'm here because I feel empowered. I feel empowered to share my message in this way, in this format, because I know that there's somebody out there that will hear and listen and again take action. But here's the thing. Starting in your 40s is your secret weapon. Let me tell you that again. Starting in your 40s is your secret weapon. Think about it. The platform is full of creators in their teens and their 20s, their 30s. But where are the voices for people like you and me? People navigating midlife challenges, start-overs, rediscoveries, reinvention, or just trying to simply carve out a corner of something that they could call their own. That's the beauty of it. That's the power of YouTube. You're not trying to fit into a saturated space. You're standing out naturally just by being authentic. Your audience isn't looking for the next trendy viral challenge. They're looking for connection, for relatability. They've lived, you've lived. They're looking for someone who understands what they're going through. They're looking for you. Need proof? Look at your own life. Think back to the hardest moment of your life. Maybe it was the day that you realized a relationship was over, or the moment that you found yourself standing in the middle of a room, wondering what's next. How are you going to pay your bills? Will the house be taken from you? So many challenges, right? Maybe it was a quiet, invisible moment, sitting in your car alone, staring at the wheel, feeling like the weight of the world has buried you. But then something shifted. Small. A flicker of strength made you take one more step forward. Now look where you are now. You're still here. You're still standing, stronger, wiser. And guess what? That moment, the one you thought might break you, that's the one that somebody needs to hear. Somebody needs to hear about it. And when you share it, you're not healing yourself. You're not just healing yourself. You're showing someone else what's possible. That's the kind of impact that you want to have. So what does starting look like? Well, it's simpler than you think. Okay, because you do not need fancy equipment, so do not rush to a shop to buy the latest camera, a ring light. All these are great and you will get them in time. Natural lighting. Lights. Yeah? You just need to start. You just need to press record. So imagine sitting down in front of your camera or simply your phone, whatever you have. What's one lesson that you've learned the hard way? One thing you wish someone had told you when you were struggling? Your first video could be as simple as, this is me. This is where I am and this is where I've been. And this is what I want to share with you. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to be you. So what would happen if you did this? Close your eyes and just picture this. A year from now, you're reading comments. You're reading comments under your videos from people who've been transformed by your words. Someone says, I found your channel when I was at my lowest point, and it gave me the hope when I didn't have any. Picture growing, not in numbers yet, but in purpose, because you're not just creating content, you're creating a ripple effect. Imagine feeling not stuck, but alive, like your story matters, like the things you've been carrying for years finally have a place to land. That's what's waiting for you. Here's your moment, so take it. There's a reason that you've listened until this moment. Something inside is stirring and it's pulling you toward bigger, so don't ignore it. Here's what I want you to do right now. Grab your phone and record the first thing that pops up in your mind. Doesn't have to be long or polished. Just your single truth. Maybe it's a lesson or a phrase, or even a question that you're still trying to figure out. The world is noisy, yes, but your voice is something only you can offer. Stop waiting for permission. The time for action isn't someday, it's now. You're not just another creator, you're an outlier. You've lived more, learned more, overcome more, and now you're poised to make more of an impact. than you could have ever imagined. This channel is a haven for anyone in their 40s and beyond who's ready to rise from life's lowest moments and discover their strength. Just press record.